Alright, so the second video on starting up at the new place, and the TV's back off the wall again because, as in the previous video, the LED strips came off by accident. So I have my hot glue gun down there heating up right now, hopefully getting some temperature into it. I just turned it on a couple seconds ago, and the gaming setup is in. I've just used those terrible little Logitech speakers out of my bathroom. Let's get that in there, focus. I'm using the terrible Logitech speakers out of my bathroom just temporarily, and in today's video we're going to fix that up. As well as that, I swapped those lights out up there to cool white, so now the desk is cool white, and see how bright those are. It makes such a difference. But yeah, so today I'm going to be hot gluing the thing on the back, and I'm also going to be setting up a stereo for the computer. I was going to do this stereo here and get that set up, but I actually literally don't have left and right, front and back speakers to hook up. I literally don't have the speakers yet. I have to build them. So I'm going to stick the LEDs on to the back of the TV, and then we're going to set up the stereo over there. I could not be more excited. So I've now got the LED strips back on the back of the TV, and literally anything I've ever put LED strips on, they've always fallen off. I've tried putting blue tack on, eventually that falls off as well, so I'm really hoping that the hot glue gun is a good alternative and something that I can use in the future, because I eventually want to stick things behind, LED strips behind the monitors over there once they are wall mounted, floating, looking awesome. Speakers should be on the wall above the monitors on the outside. It's just going to look sick. But I need to get the mounts for those. I'm going to be using the Dallies again over here, plus the reference studio monitor sub, and my old Kenwood RK701 receiver. It's not very powerful, but it has a very, very good sound quality, and I don't need a ton of power over here, so it's the perfect amplifier for the situation. But I'm going to try the hot glue gun. We'll see how that works, see how it fastens down. I'm sort of cringing at the fact that I'm putting hot glue gun on the back of a TV that I just spent a very large amount of money on, but it should hopefully be the best thing, and if it keeps it on there permanently, I definitely know that I'll be doing this again. So let's try it out. We'll start down there. We'll probably put 3 or 4 dobs of the hot glue on, and we'll see how it works. So it's been over 2 days since I filmed the last part of this video. I'm about to get back into it. It's just been one of those sort of weeks where the moment the sun's out, we're doing stuff outside. And well, as you can see, the weather is currently really, really clear and really, really nice, which means I'm inside, which means we're now going to go and finish setting up this audio system at my computer. Also, at the moment, we don't have any access into the garage for the cars because there's no driveway. But look how nicely the water is beating off the top of my freshly waxed car. Another thing as well is I'm yet to set a stereo up in there, so that will be another video coming fairly soon, setting up the garage system. So it's been a few days and the LED strips are holding perfectly. Looks like I'll be using hot glue from now on to fasten LED strips. So here's the setup here with the Deli Zensa ones, the reference 8-inch woofer, and the Kenwood RK701 amplifier. At the moment, I'm thinking I'm just going to set the amp up there, probably put the sub there, put the amp on top possibly, because I don't really have anywhere else to do it. Eventually later on though, under the desk here, I'll build a little spot for the amplifier when I build my custom desk later on. And then for the satellite or the Dallies, they'll probably just go behind the monitors temporarily at the moment until I get mounts for the walls. Also, who's ever seen me play on Oceanic servers? Because I'd be really interested to know if anyone else has seen me about. So I've obviously been using the Logitech from the bathroom. So the first thing we're going to do is get rid of that. I also have this mat now here, which just makes the chair roll really nicely and stops it from damaging the carpet. That's just one thing that I know someone's going to ask me about. So we're going to get rid of the old Logitech stereo, get that out of here. That thing is terrible. You're firing gunshots and whatever, and you can hear the satellites distorting. It's just, needs to go. So let's get rid of it. So I've just had a quick change of plans for a second. I was thinking these are going to eventually be up on the wall back there, and that's going to look fine. But I'm going to need some sort of insanely beefy, ridiculous, crazy wall mount that's going to have to hold these on the right angle, and it's going to be a pain in the ass. What about my Cantons, the bigger of the Cantons, because they will be very easy to wall mount. So I'm going to test them temporarily on this receiver, see how good it sounds, and if it's bearable, because if they sound really good, maybe I'll actually just go with those speakers instead. I'll just give you an example. Here we are in the lounge room with them mounted to the wall, and we can see that they're very low profile, and they sit there very, very smoothly. I could put the mounts on sideways and have them like that, angled in towards my head, and I think that looks very, very sleek. Alright, so I've now been listening to the setup here for the last probably day and a half. It's so ridiculous ridiculous here right now. I'm so busy to the extent where I film a video, I film the first part of a video, and then I literally don't get a break for 2 days straight where I'm just doing stuff here. It's absolutely ridiculously busy, and I'm loving every second of it because I've got so much stuff to do, and it's seriously, you wake up every day, you've got shit to do, you know you've got to do it, and it just works out awesomely. But regardless of that, I've been using the Cantons for the last day-ish, and well, the final conclusion is that I will not be leaving them. I miss the sound of the Delis already. They sound incredible, by far my favorite sounding speakers I've had so far, until I build the new ones, which I'm hoping are going to blow these things out of the water. Working with 123 Toy, working with Parts Express, we're going to get some seriously incredible speakers here that are going to be bookshelves. They're going to be a bit bigger than the Delis. They're going to be on stands. It's going to sound incredible. But regardless of that, at the moment, the Cantons are going to stay temporarily, because the next video that you guys get to see is going to be me hooking this system up with the Delis temporarily, because they're the only speakers I actually have. I obviously got rid of quite a lot of them, and they're the only speakers I really have left. Yeah, these and the Cantons, and the really little Cantons are in the cupboard too. Regardless of that though, I'll give you a quick sound demo of what the system sounds like here. They definitely sound nice, but they're just not quite the level I want them, especially if I'm going to be using them for the future for editing videos and that sort of thing. I'd much rather use the Delis, but regardless, I'll give you a quick sound demo and then we'll end this video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. You got to hear what they sound like. Again, they're pretty damn good sounding speakers, German made speakers. They sound incredible, but they're just not quite what I want for something that's going to be here permanently for the next few years. So with that being said, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, chuck a like on it. Subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't for whatever reason. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video where I hook this system up and get to hear what these 22 Hz subwoofers sound like in a much, much bigger room than my previous one.